Right then, here we are. 2 weeks, well, a little over 2 weeks, until I start my Camino de Santiago Francés. I'm going to be through hiking the full 780 kilometres, starting in Saint Jean Pied de Port, finishing in Santiago. Now, I've booked this on a bit of a whim. It's something I wanted to do for a while, but I finally got round to it and said, right, this is it, I'm doing it. Booked the tickets out there, haven't exactly booked the tickets back yet. Don't know how I'm getting back, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. But I've decided what I'm going to do is I'm going to do video diaries along the way and try and put them up onto YouTube, and I'll probably put them onto my Facebook as well. And I just think it'll be something nice for me to come back to, and for any of you guys who are thinking about doing it, it'll be interesting for you guys to watch as well. So by all means, subscribe and follow me on the Camino. If you've got any comments, leave them down below. I'm happy to hear anything you've got to say. And like I said, because I'm doing this on a bit of a whim, I'm doing my Camino de Santiago on a serious budget. It's like most people go on a 30-40 euro a day budget. I'm looking more about 10-15 euros a day, which means I'm going to be able to stay in the hostel some nights, but I'm not going to be able to afford to do it every night. Like some nights I'm going to have to stealth camp along the route. So this is like really reflected in the kit that I'm going to be taking. Some people like to take a lot of clothes with them. I'm going to be taking one change of clothes, but I'm going to be taking a lot of equipment. I'm going to be taking the tent, I'm going to be taking everything that I need to be able to cook and camp outside. So I want to do a quick video, show you what I'm taking, and give you an idea about you know, the way in which I'm going to be doing my Camino. So first up, this is the bag I'm taking. This is an Horizon Horizon 45 rucksack. It's only a cheap one, but it's made out of good rugged material, and most importantly, it's comfortable. I've put a lot of miles into this pack, and it's done me really well all the way. The other thing I'm taking is a couple of hiking poles. These are just simple telescopic hiking poles. I've never worked with hiking poles before. I've never seen the need. I'm a good strong lad. I've got good legs. I managed to do a lot of miles without them, but everyone I've spoke to and everything I've read has said that I'm really going to need these. So I picked a couple up, and we'll find out how much I need them on the way. Okay, taking 1 litre of water. Everything I've read is saying that I'm not going to need more than that. I'm used to hiking with 2, maybe even 3 litres of water, so I'm going to try getting used to hiking with just 1. And this is a good hard water bottle just to keep what water I'm carrying safe. Right, on the other pouch, got myself I've been told this is a Swedish military poncho. I used to carry a British military one, but it's too big, it's too heavy, and they've been discontinued now as well, so when I got a tear in my British military poncho, I went to replace it. I was recommended this, and I like this. Like, look at how small that compresses down to, and it's still built to military specifications, so it's incredibly waterproof. It's got all the eyelets in it so that I can turn it into a makeshift shelter if I need to. So I really like that. I'm looking forward to trying it out. But I'm going to be doing a shakedown run over the next couple of days at some point, so I'll get to try all this kit out, and I'll probably try sleeping under the poncho at some point. But my main shelter is this. This is my tent. Picked this up really cheap, 40 notes from the Mountain Warehouse, and I have put this in some horrible situations. I've camped on the side of cliffs in gale force winds and torrential rain. This has kept me dry, it's kept me safe. Now normally what I'll do is I'll take the poles out with this, and I'll put this in a compression sack, and I can get it down to about half the size, less than half the size in fact, and I'll put it inside my bag. But because the British summer's been, it's been really appalling this year, it's been so wet. I don't like having my tent on the inside of my bag, because when it gets wet, you put it in there with all your dry stuff, and all it does is contaminate everything and get everything wet. So I've started putting it on the outside of my pack, and it's quite easy to just keep it in its original bag. I don't mind it being a bit big and bulky, and just strap it to the outside. So that's it's a 2-man as well. It's one of those, you know, typical scenario where the 2-man trekking tent is, you know, unless you want to get really cosy with the person that you're sleeping with, it's not really a 2-man tent, and it's the same with this one. But I like it as a 1-man tent. It means I can get all my kit inside of me. It gives me a bit of privacy so that I can like get changed and I don't have to worry about anyone peeking in. So really like my tent. Right then, just in the top pocket here, there isn't enough that can be said about wet wipes. Keeps me dry, and also it keeps me clean, keeps my kit clean, and it just makes everything simpler. I don't mind carrying the extra bulk of some wet wipes, and it's one of those things that nobody ever includes in kit lists. I found them essential. Simple torch. I'm not a big fan of head torches, so I like to carry just a hand torch. This is an LED, batteries last forever in it, I really like it. got myself fire steel, and I use this as my primary source of ignition. I really like using a fire steel. And this is my knife. I use this with a fire steel. It's got a finger hole, so it's not going to slip out my hand. There's no chance of me hurting myself. And it's only a short knife. It's not a very expensive one, but I've used it a lot and I'm really comfortable with it. With a fire steel, just use the back of it. And that's my primary source of ignition right there. Also, as a backup, I've got a lighter. Like I said, I don't tend to use this much because you can run out of fuel, and it's better to not have a lighter and rely on it, because if it fails on you, you're a little bit screwed. That's why I like to use the fire steel, but I keep a lighter as a backup. And also, strange little oddity with this lighter, is it's got a torch built into the bottom of it. Can't really ever see myself using that, to tell you the truth, but it's nice to have it there. And to tell you the truth, just as a curiosity, I quite enjoy it. Right, getting into the main part of the bag now. On the top, I just like to keep a fleece. I don't carry a rain jacket because I use my poncho for that, and also it means that I don't need to carry any waterproof bottoms as well, because the poncho pretty much covers all of me and anything will just drip off me. So I only carry the fleece. That'll keep me warm at night. Right then, what I've got inside the bag here, this is a 40 litre waterproof stuff sack. Just like to keep this because there's nothing more demoralising than setting up camp, pulling out your sleeping bag and it's soaking wet through, and you have to face that horrible reality that you're not going to get a very good night's sleep tonight. So I just like to have that in there. Right then, I like to keep this on the top of my bag. This is my first aid and hygiene kit. So as far as hygiene goes, it's just the simple stuff: toothpaste, toothbrush, camp soap. I've got some nail clippers in there. I've got some oddities as well, like earplugs for when I'm in hostel, so I don't have to listen to people. As far as my first aid kit goes, painkillers, antihistamines, because I swell up when I get bit by insects, so I like to have some antihistamines in there, some rehydration sachets. I've got some zinc oxide tape. I found that really useful for like blisters. And what zinc oxide tape is, if you just think like fabric plasters without the foam strip in the middle that soaks up the blood, it's just like the fabric part. It's really good, it's really sticky, it'll cover cuts, really good, like I say, for blisters. So I like to have a big spool of that in there. I've also got some super glue. So this is a really good piece of kit to have. It's like really small. You can use it for repairing your kit, and also if you get an open wound, you can use it to seal up the wound. And it's not perfect, but it'll do until you can get somewhere where you can get it properly sorted out. So I really like my first aid kit. It's taken me a long time to get it down to that small size. I used to carry like a huge first aid kit, and it took me too long to realise that most of the stuff in there I didn't use. So shrunk it down now. That's how big it is. I'm happy with that the way it is. This here is my food. So it's only one day's food I've got in here, because I'm only going to do a shakedown run at some point over the next couple of days, so I only need one day's food. And this is what I used to cook it with. It's a jet boil zip, and this is like having a kettle outdoors. It's amazing. It boils water in next to no time at all. It's only got a small fuel canister with it, but it's really efficient with the fuel that it's got. So I found that one fuel canister with this will last like much longer than two fuel canisters with another cook system. And the type of stuff I'm taking is just like really simple little packets of porridge, couscous, again just have boiling water, same with noodles, and this is the kind of stuff that I tend to live on when I'm out on the trail. Usually when I go by villages and stuff, you can get yourself like a little treat, like a pasty or something like that. But yeah, one day's ration of my cook kit. Okay then, clothes. I'm taking one change of clothes. Spare pair of pants, shirt, a couple of changes of underwear, a couple of changes of socks, a camp towel, really basic, don't take up much space. Like most people take a lot more clothes than that when they go on the trail. I'm only taking the one set. I've also got a set of swimming clothes in there. I haven't been able to read much information about whether there's a chance to go swimming, but I really hope there is. So this is my roll mat, this is what I'm going to be sleeping on. And this is just a really cheap, it's called a multi-mat. I picked it up for a tenner I think, and it's just an inflatable mat. It feels really robust, feels really strong. I can't see it getting a puncture, but if it does, there's also a puncture repair kit in there. And I've slept on it a few times, it's really comfy. I like the volume of this as well. Normally I'll use a self-inflating mat and they're much bigger than this. I like this. This is my sleeping bag, and this is a corking sleeping bag. I love this. This is a Van Gogh Planet 50. And it's a mummy style sleeping bag, and it comes with a mesh hood on it, so it keeps the bugs out. And the other good thing I like about this, apart from the fact that it packs down to next to nothing, is the stuff sack itself. Turn it inside out, it's fleece lined. Stick a jacket in there and you've got yourself a pack pillow. So I used to carry a pack pillow separately just as a little luxury item so that I could get a better night's sleep. Now it's all integrated in there. Love this little sleeping bag. Now the other stuff that I've got in here, they're all little oddities and they're not stuff that I'm certain if I'm taking yet. This is the whole point of a shakedown run. Now because I'm going to be doing it in the UK, this is just a fleece liner, keep me a little bit warmer at night, so I'm taking that with me. Now, this is my bivvy bag, and what it is just a waterproof, breathable sleeve. You put your sleeping bag inside, and I use this a lot when I'm sleeping underneath a tarp, or whether I'm turning my poncho into like sort of a little bivvy shelter. I'll sleep in this and it'll keep you dry. Not entirely certain if I'll need it for the Camino, but again, it packs down to nothing. I might just take it just in case. And this is just a little bag full of cord. I've got about 50 foot of paracord in here. I've got 7 or 8 tent pegs, 2 bungees, 4 guard lands. Just little things that I might need. Like if the tent fails me for any reason, I can use what's in here with my tent, with my hiking poles. I can make myself a shelter out of my poncho. And coupled with the bivvy bag, I can stay dry, I can stay warm, I can keep the rain off me. And that's all I'd really need. So it's worth having. Again, it takes up no space and it just gives me that extra contingency. So that's everything I'm taking. It packs down in the bag quite small. And I'm a big, strong lad, so it's not too heavy for me. Like some of you people who are into ultralight camping, stuff like that, you know, you might find it a bit heavy, but it's definitely a lot lighter than kit that I've taken in the past. And I'm really looking forward to walking like 780k with this pack on my back with this kit. So, going to do a shakedown run over the next couple of days. By all means, follow me. I'll put up a video of that so you can see how all this kit looks when it's actually out in the field and not in the incredible wilderness of my bedroom. And, well, thank you for watching.